Welcome back everybody to Crochet Basics Part 2. Today we'll be learning some new stitches. We will be doing a half double crochet, and a triple or treble crochet. We will be learning how to work in the front and back loops. In the top left corner, I will be adding all the abbreviations as we work. Let's get started. To begin, you're going to need a yarn of your choosing, a hook, and some scissors. I will be using Big Twist Value yarn in the color Light Rose. I will also be using a 5.5mm hook. You can go bigger or smaller depending on your personal preference. If you have not viewed my first Crochet Basics video, make sure to click in the top right corner to do so. Let's get started. The first stitch I'm going to show you is a half double crochet. To begin, I'm going to make a slip stitch and work some chains. You can chain as many as you'd like. I'm only going to be doing a few for the purpose of this tutorial. Now, just like in our first video when we did the single crochets, we're going to need to skip some stitches. But instead of skipping just the first one, for a half double, we're going to skip 2 and work into the third. We're going to start by yarning over before entering our hook into the stitch. You should have 3 loops on your hook. We're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through the first loop only. You should now have 3 loops on your hook. We're going to go ahead and yarn over again, pulling through all 3. That is how you do a half double. Again, we're going to yarn over before entering our hook in the stitch. You should have 3 loops. We're going to yarn over, pull through the first loop only, yarn over again, and pull through the last 3. One last time, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch. You should be left with 3. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over again, and pull through the last 3. I'm going to go ahead and work the rest of the half double crochets till the end. Like before, right before that slip stitch, you're going to work your stitch again into the last section. Now, to turn our work, instead of chaining just 1, we're going to need to chain 2. This will count as your first half double crochet. We're going to turn our work to the left, and just like before, we're going to work into that first gap. We're going to do our half double crochet like normal. And we're going to repeat it all the way to the end. Now, when you get to the end, make sure you don't forget this last stitch where we did the chain 2 from the previous row. You want to make sure you get in that, or else your piece is going to come out all wonky. We're going to work our half double crochet into those chains from the previous row. That is how you do a half double crochet. If you want to undo your work, you simply need to remove your hook and pull on the string. This is what's known as frogging. I'm going to go ahead and undo it all to work on the next stitch. The next stitch we will be learning is a double crochet. Again, just like before, I'm going to do a slip stitch and work a few chains. Instead of skipping 1 or 2 chains, we're going to skip 3 and work into the 4th chain. Just like our half double, we're going to go ahead and yarn over. Again, we're working into that 4th chain from the hook. Similar to the half double, we should have 3 loops. We're going to yarn over and pull through the first one only. Now, instead of pulling through all 3, we're going to work in 2 loops at a time. We're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2, yarn over again, and pull through the last 2. This is a double crochet. Again, we're going to find our next stitch, yarn over, insert our hook, pull through the first loop only, leaving us with 3, yarn over, pull through the second 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. I'm going to go ahead and work to the very end. Once you have done that, to turn your work for double crochet, you need to chain 3. This will count as your first double crochet in the next row. Just like our single and our half double stitches, we're going to work into that first gap. Again, we're going to yarn over and insert our hook, leaving us with 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. I'm going to go ahead and work these to the end. Now, just like before, we want to make sure that we're not missing that very last chain. So we're going to find where our chain 3 from the previous row was. We're going to count up to the 3rd chain on the top and work into that very top part. If we don't, our work is going to come out a little wonky and uneven on the sides. Again, we're going to find the top of that chain and work a double crochet like normal. And that is how you do a double crochet. I'm going to go ahead and undo my work for the next stitch. The next stitch we're learning is a triple or treble crochet. I'm going to go ahead and work a few chains to start. Now, just like before, we're going to skip a few. This time we're going to be skipping 4 chains and working into the 5th one. Instead of yarning over once, we're going to yarn over twice. You should have 3 loops. We're going to insert our hook into the 5th chain. There should be 4 loops on our hook now. Just like before, we're going to yarn over and pull through 1 only. And just like our double, we're going to be working in sections of 2. We're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2, leaving us with 3, yarn over, pull through the second 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. This is how you do a triple crochet. Again, we're going to yarn over twice, insert our hook into the next stitch. You should have 4 loops. We're going to yarn over, pull through 1 loop only, and then work in sections of 2. We're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. I'm going to go ahead and work these all the way to the end. Now, to turn your work, we're going to chain 4. Just like before, we're going to flip our work to the left. We're going to work treble crochets into the gaps. Again, yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next gap. You're going to pull through 1 loop only. Then we're going to work in 2s. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. You're going to work this through the rest of the gaps to the very end. Now, once we get to the end, we want to make sure that we're getting into that last gap, but also that we're not missing the chains from the previous row. So again, we're going to find that chain 4 from before, and we're going to work into the very top of it. So we're counting up 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to work a treble crochet into that top chain. You really want to make sure that you're not missing this last stitch, or else your work is not going to come out nice and even on the sides. That is how you do a triple crochet. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make a few rows of single crochet off screen for the next part of this tutorial. The next thing we'll be learning is how to do front loop and back loops. We're going to single crochet and chain 1 like normal. From the top, you can see the V's. The front half of the V closest to you is the front loop, and the back part is the back loops. We're going to be working into the front loop with single crochets. We're going to insert our hook from underneath, picking up only the front half of the V, and we're going to work a single crochet like normal. Again, we're going to find the next V. We're going to insert our hook from the bottom, picking up the front half only. You can do this with any stitch. I like to do this with single crochets. I'm going to go ahead and kind of work the next one and work until the very end. Now from the front side it looks like single crochets, regular single crochets, until you flip it to the back and you see this line. Those are the back loops that we did not work in. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. We're going to now work in back loops. Again, if you look from the very top, we have our V. We're going to work on that back half of the V only. You're going to insert your hook from the top right in the center, picking up that back loop only. I'm going to work a single crochet. Again, from the top, insert our hook into the center of the V, picking up the back side only. You can work any kind of stitch in these. I like to do single crochet for the purpose of this tutorial. And this is what it will look like when it's done. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you want to donate directly to my stream, make sure to check out the link in the description.